2. The frogs were never supposed to be here. In the swamp across town, the frogs were holding a jazz concert/revolution. Count Ribbit's fun splash, trumpet enthusiast, Madame Croca, master of stealth and snacks. Todd, who forgot why he came but felt passionate about it. The frogs had a problem. Their swamp was being drained. Again, a mysterious corporation had filed something called paperwork. And paperwork, as the frogs knew, was the most dangerous thing in the world. "We must confront them," croaked Count Ribbit, hitting a note so smooth it caused 3 dragonflies to cry. They piled into a stolen golf cart and headed for the city. None of them knew how to drive. Chapter 3. The Shark in the Conference Call. Deep beneath the waves, Mr. Chumpwell adjusted his headset. He was a shark. He was also a consultant. "Let's circle back," he said calmly, while literally circling a terrified seal. "This merger smells like blood," he added helpfully. Mr. Chumpwell had been hired by the pigeons to optimize outcomes, which meant saying confusing things, sending invoices, fighting exactly 1 person per fiscal quarter. He surfaced near the city harbor, briefcase perfectly dry. "This meeting," he muttered, "will change everything." Chapter 4. Synergy, Screaming, and the Jazz Solo. The boardroom meeting exploded into chaos when frogs burst in through the doors shouting about wetlands. Pigeons flapped. Papers everywhere. A shark emerged from the decorative fountain asking about deliverables. "Who booked the shark?" screamed Gary. "Camp." Ribbit leaped onto the conference table and played a trumpet solo so powerful it caused a plant to come back to life, 2 pigeons to rethink capitalism, the shark to nod respectfully. In the end, a deal was struck. The swamp would be saved. The pigeons would invest in eco-friendly breadcrumbs. The shark would be paid in stocks. He ate them. Epilogue. Business casual is a state of mind. Months later, peace reigned. The swamp thrived. The pigeons worked hybrid roof plus park bench. The frogs released a jazz album. And Mr. Chumpwell, he started a podcast. 5 stars. Very motivational.
Perfect night tonight. It's now or never. Come on, let's light up the sky. Now we're together. Come on, let's light up the sky. Just you and I. Oh,
1. The pigeons begin every meeting by pretending they are not pigeons. At 8 a.m. sharp, the pigeons gathered in the executive boardroom of PetCorp International. The room was all glass, steel, and quiet judgment. "Before we begin," said Mr. Peckington, adjusting his tie with his beak, "I would like to remind everyone that we are professionals." A pigeon immediately knocked over a cup of coffee with his wing. "This meeting never happened," Linda from accounting said, already writing it off. This was a recurring issue. PetCorp specialized in real estate development, brand alignment, and looking very important near windows. Business was booming, morale was confusing, and everyone knew it was. Gary kept eating lunches that were clearly labeled, "Do not eat legal reasons." Gary, the intern, nodded nervously. "I just liked labels," he said. The projector flickered on. Slide 1, the Swamp Project. Slide 2, Synergy. Slide 3, why this is definitely ethical. No one asked questions. This was also recurring. Outside, the window was still open. Chapter 2. The frogs hold a meeting that is the exact opposite of this. Deep in the swamp, the frogs held their own meeting. It involved no chairs. "Too many chairs. Jazz. Order," croaked Madame Croca, slamming a lily pad like a gavel. Ribbit Von Splash adjusted his tiny boatie and raised his trumpet. "The swamp is shrinking," he announced. Again, Todd raised his hand. "Is this about the swamp?" he asked. "Yes, Todd," everyone said. "Oh, good," Todd replied. "I thought I missed something." They had not. The frogs knew who was responsible. They didn't understand corporations, but they understood paperwork, and paperwork was clearly evil. "We go to the city," Croca declared. They all gasped. "No one knows how doors work," whispered a frog in the back. Still, they packed up the jazz instruments and stole a golf cart. This was also recurring. Chapter 3. The shark joins the call slightly too late. Mr. Chompwell was never late. He was strategically delayed. "Apologies," he said into his headset, surfacing in the harbor while eating a muffin whole. "Traffic. You swam." Linda snapped through the speaker. "Yes," Chompwell replied. Aggressively, Mr. Chompwell was a shark consultant. His specialties included risk assessment, hostile takeovers, saying "let's circle back" while literally circling. He had been hired to evaluate the swamp project. "It smells risky," he said. "Is that a metaphor?" Gary asked. "No," Chompwell replied. "I can smell fear and wetlands." Everyone pretended this made sense.
Wind is blowing through our hair, the lights are shining everywhere. From up above and down below, we fall into the afterglow. So now, this is the perfect.
Chapter 4. The frogs enter the building, and no one stops them. The frogs arrived at PetCorp at 9:17 a.m. They burst through the revolving door and became stuck. This delayed them by 10 minutes. Eventually, they tumbled into the lobby, golf cart honking continuously. "We demand a meeting," croaked Madame Croca. The receptionist, a turtle named Janet, blinked slowly. "Do you have an appointment?" The frog screamed "Jazz." Janet sighed and pressed a button. This is not the weirdest thing today, she said. Chapter 5. Synergy collapses. The boardroom doors flew open. Frogs leaped onto the table. Pigeons panicked. The projector showed slide 4 on Forcian Bodioblis. This swamp is our home, Croca shouted. Mr. Peckington puffed up. This swamp is zoned, he countered. Count, Ribbit, played a trumpet note so smooth it cracked the glass, softened 3 pigeon hearts, made Gary cry again. Mr. Trumpwell emerged from the decorative fountain. Let's unpack this, he said. Everyone screamed. This became a recurring reaction. Chapter 6. The deal that should not have worked but did. After hours of arguing, honking, croaking, and one unnecessary PowerPoint from the shark, a deal was reached. The swamp would be preserved. Pet Club would rebrand as eco-friendly adjacent. Frogs would headline company parties. Gary would stop stealing lunches he did not. Mr. Chumpwell accepted payment in stocks. He ate them thoughtfully. Good texture, he said.
Wind is blowing through our hair, the lights are shining everywhere. From up above and down below, we fall into the afterglow. So now, this is the perfect night. perfect night tonight. This is the perfect night.